Welcome back to Worth the Effort Woodworking. Today's going to be a short one because I'm basically just going to ask for your recommendations. See, I'm rapidly coming up on my 100th episode of that Woodworking Tips and Tricks series that I started beginning of last year, and I'm going to do a big kind of celebration video for that. But I also want to highlight those bonuses I was doing at the end of the video. You see, at the end of each video, I just took a quick break and I would promote maybe a tool recommendation I had, but most of them were some kind of educational content creation. Maybe another YouTube channel, or a book that I really did like, or maybe just a single blog post. But they all had an educational bent to it. Not to get into some kind of political bent on content creators, but I really do believe that you can break most of us into two main categories. You have mainly demonstrators and educators. Not saying that people don't go back and forth between them or intermix them, but those are two main categories. And one's not more important than, well, I'm going to take that back. I'm going to actually say that probably demonstrators, if we're going for growing our craft, getting more people involved in our craft, take the brunt of the work. They get more people into our craft. They show exciting personalities out there doing really cool things. I mean, I personally, if I see Laura Kampf or Dolce & Wolf or Ishitani post a video, my very next break, I'm going to watch it. Then you have a lot of personalities out there that are really doing cool things. You want to follow them to see what's going on, see nice, exciting things. But in all honesty, I'm never going to build a lot of that stuff. And I don't think a lot of people that are watching theirs are doing it. But it gets them involved in the craft, and it shows them the amount of work that people have to do to create stuff. So it builds a value of stuff that, hey, I sell. I mean, people can see a bowl out there, they can see the people they follow online, they see how much more work I can sell for more. It's a good thing. Demonstrators are just taking the brunt of the work. They are the sidewalk barkers that are getting people into the door of our craft. The problem I see is once you get them into that door, you don't want to keep hammering them with more inspiration. They actually need somebody to hand them a textbook. Some educator to give them real content that they can actually use to make stuff. Now, I'm not saying you can teach on YouTube. In fact, I've ranted about that all the time. It boils down to YouTube. This is not a two-way communication. I cannot show you something and then watch you do it to check for your understanding, to correct the lesson, to make adjustments and stuff like that. I can't do that. That two-way communication is teaching. What we're doing right here is basically a glorified animated textbook. But you need quality educators to build a good textbook. And honestly, the thing about educators is we're boring. It's not something that's entertaining for a lot of people to watch unless they're already involved and interested in the craft. Unless those demonstrators have brought them into the classroom. But because we're boring, we don't get a lot of promotion out there. So if you've watched the bonuses, I think you've seen a recurring theme over and over and over. And I'm trying to promote this little sub-niche within our group of pure educators. A lot of them have just a few hundred subscribers, or they just wrote a really good blog post that might get you interested in their other work. That kind of stuff. Really good books. But I've been hammering down over and over and over on this 100 episodes of educators. And here's a problem. We are boring. We might not have the best thumbnails. We might not have the technical aptitude of it. I'm talking about people like Rosowski. Really, lately I've been really impressed with the Winster Institute. But you have Buckingham. I mean, I can go down the list. William Ning, Curtis Buckman, Brian Havens. Brilliant educator on turning. Doesn't get much traffic because, frankly, it's boring. But I want to be able to have a resource to give that kind of information to people. And because it's boring, because I know I'm in my own little niche, I probably pass over a lot of stuff. I'm going to ask y'all in the comments down below, give me some of your best educators, not demonstrators, If the majority of their video is, I did this next, the next step, I did that, that's a great demonstration. Will do a lot of benefit, but it's not really educating. And I like to promote a lot more educators in my bonuses and this big extravaganza I'm going to try and do for the 100th episode. So you can do me a favor, and I'll probably delete this video in a few weeks. Down below, give me some recommendations of good educators. Y'all be safe and have fun.